Hi, and welcome to Funding and Marketing Sport and Enterprise TL2116 by Shauna Messenger. During this presentation, I will be discussing what funding and market is in sport, what types of funding they are, market research and the research mix. I will be also focusing for a funding bid of my own and how to apply for one, and also why is budgeting important, what project have I chosen and why, funders which need to be considered, and why is my project needed for the local community. So, background of AOC Filed Foundation. In the past 3 months of my placement at the foundation, I have completed the required 30 hours, but I have done 45 hours so far. The purpose of the foundation is to get AOC Filed Football Club involved in the community, in which they do this by every home game a different primary school from the Filed community goes down to the ground as they are the mascots for that game, and during half time they will do a penalty shootout or crossbar challenge. This is bringing the community together. They deliver objectives around sport participation, education, health and social inclusion through football and multi-skill sports sessions, which are lunchtime clubs, after school clubs, PE sessions, nursery, infants and youth clubs. The foundation link up with the AOC Filed Football Club to make the local community more family orientated and to reduce crime and making sure the community is more active. Market research. Benefits of market research is to understand what the audience you are targeting for. So for my project, my audience is 7 to 12 year olds. What do the people want? So people want a variety of sessions, not just a football session. So mine's multiple skills, so that's a variety. I think there is a gap in the market for this, and also better use of resources. So having like leaflets going quicker into schools, speaking for myself, going to schools myself and speaking to the teachers, parents. Marketing mix, 7 P's. It's got product, price, promotion, people, place, processes and publicity. So product is multi-skills session. The price, it's going to be free, so you can just come down to the session and make sure you'll sign a form so you can have your parents' numbers and contacts. Promotion, I'll be going to schools, handing out leaflets. Social media, so using Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram. People, obviously going to be aged for 7 to 12 year olds. Place, it's going to be local in the tribe area, so there'll be like no travel costs involved, so you can walk from your home, so that's not a problem there. Then also marketing mix, it is a tool that combines a number of components in order to support and to set a product's brand, to help sell the product or service to the public. Companies need to come up with a strategy to sell their product and to come up with a marketing strategy, which is one of them. So you've got barriers to participation in sport. You've got cost, travel, location, older people and women in sport, just to name a few. So obviously cost is some families can't afford to get them to other sessions which could be far away, could be like 20-minute drive and they have a vehicle and they don't have money for public transport. Travel, same again, obviously they don't have a vehicle to drive in or they can't afford to get public transport. Location, other sessions might be too far away. Older people, there's not many sessions for older people and women in sport. There's not really stuff like women in sport as like for only girls sessions. So cost, it's going to be free for my project. It's going to be local, so you don't have to travel as far. Location, it'll be in the vicinity where the private area is. And obviously the women can come down, girls can come down and play sport. But it's not just football, there's multiple skills as well. So I think it'll be a great idea to have a variety of sports. Marketing research data, so we have primary research and secondary research. So we have questionnaires, focus groups, surveys and interviews for primary research. Secondary research, we have company accounts, internal reports, government statistics and trade publications. Why is budgeting important? It's important to promote forward thinking, future planning, funders knowing what you're talking about and want to invest in your project. Shows that your transparency, allows you to communicate a budget with the funders. Breaking this down into smaller areas, which is marketing, communication, coaching fees, equipment, participation fees, hire facilities, contingency fund. So obviously you've got to market it properly and communicate with your funders. So what do you want, what equipment do you need? Obviously you need fees for your coaches who are going to be there coaching the sessions. Obviously equipment if you've already got some from the Filed Community Foundation, or we can request some more money for equipment if we need to do that. And obviously participant fees, which is like high facilities, so we'll be hiring it out, and obviously we're going to get the funding to hire it out, so that's not a problem for the participants to have to pay because it'll be free. So my project is Multiple Skills Summer Festival, which I'm going to link it with AFC Filed. So the aim of this project is to get more girls and boys off the street and to reduce crime and staying active in the local community. I want to make this festival fun and enjoyable for all ages and abilities. Why did I choose this as my project? Well, I had to do this as kind of a project now for Filed, but it's only like one certain area, but I want to do it in more other areas and get more children and more boys off the street, because the one what I'm working at now, we're going to get a few, and because it wasn't marketed right, there wasn't really much advertisement. So with mine, because it's only a summer festival, still going to get leaflets out in time and make sure everyone's noticed well in advance so they know when to come down for their sessions. This project can take place at Yukon Sports Arena or local primary schools, which will have indoor facilities in case it rains, or if there's got a 3G facility close by in the deprived area. This will be held on the 7th of August 2019 and it'll run for 4 weeks. Promotion of the event, obviously leaflets going to schools, social media, advertising it on their Facebook, Twitter, possibly the local newspaper. So the activities will follow. Monday we'll have football activity session, which is for 8 to 12 year olds. Tuesday dodgeball session 7 to 11. Wednesday family activity programme, this is to 7 to 11 year olds, and on Thursday it'll be invasion games activities to 8 to 12 year olds. Each of the above sessions will be staffed by 2 community sports coaches and will provide inclusive activities for the whole community to participate. The above programme will be delivered for 4 weeks in total. In addition to the above programme, qualified coaches will deliver Community Involvement Day, which will take place on the Saturday, 12 till 4 p.m. The Family Involvement Day will include opportunities for families to participate in community-based sports. Working with the local community, Filed Foundation will provide the local community with a climbing wall, which will provide continued diversity to the programme and ensure that the family activity day provides a whole inclusive opportunity to engage within activities provided by the Filed Foundation. To break it down even more, this is a 4-week multi-skill activity programme, £25 per hour for the coach, so that's £100 per session. 4 sessions per week is £400. For 4 weeks deliveries, that's £1,600. We've got a family fun day hire of the climbing wall, which is £600. Payment for the 2 coaches for the 4 hours throughout that day, so that's another £200. So that's a total cost of £2,400. So funders to be considered, so I've looked at Sport England, Awards for All and Commissioner Auction Fund. You can request between £300 and £10,000 but not exceed £50,000, but this must be delivered in a 12-month period and has a start date at least 8 weeks after submission. And also you have to have a project which involves inactive people and to become more active. Awards for All. I have 2 printed out application forms which I'm showing you now, which my colleague from the Filed Foundation gave me to help me with this module. So I think they've been using these for their guides to get some funding for their projects. To prioritise, if you meet the criteria of bringing people together and build strong relationships, this is what these do. Improves places and spaces that matter to the communities, enable more people to fulfil their potential by working to solve the issues in the community. Commission and auction fund. So what is a problem, issue or topic that your project will address? How will your project make your local area, community or group better? What is your project aimed at? How will you be able to demonstrate your project and has it been successful? You need to show how your project will make a difference to your local community and help you tackle problems within your local community. So I have chosen out of Sport England, the Water for All and the Auction Fund, I've chosen the Commissioner's Community Auction Fund. The reason being for this is because I think my project matches the criteria of what the auction fund is asking for. In the local area of Fylde, there are some underprivileged areas which need tackling and to reduce crime in some areas. It will also bring the community together. I think my multi-skills project will bring children off the street because there will be a variety of sports and activities on offer for everyone to do. When approaching a funding bid, I now know what to look out for and know what to do, such as check that you're eligible to start an application, and then there are also guides on how to fill them out, or as I'm showing you, the printed out questionnaires, which are very useful. So why is my project needed? So my project is needed because in some of the Fylde and Preston areas, there are areas in which we need to tackle to reduce crime and get young children off the streets and getting them active and even trying out sports they don't even prefer. Local people stating that school holidays are distressing for families due to facing poverty and hardship in the community. Some areas have nothing to do with activity and have no social engagement, and this can put stress on children and making new friends. UK Active have stated that young children lose around 80 of their fitness due to lack of activity in the summer holidays. So I already work at youth in Preston, and it gets children off the street, but not as many as we should. So if this was well planned with the market side of things, such as giving notice to parents and children in schools, it would benefit more. And then these are the references.